at a central casting. He looked like the Godfather. He dressed like the Godfather. So there he was, the Godfather.
The mob before John Gotti always seemed to be old men in rumpled suits or track suits, and not that alluring. And he came in like a movie star.
He walked in with a $2,000 suit with hand-painted tie, pinky ring, every hair in place, very aware of the press, very aware of how he would look to the public.
Anything to say about this case? No. About the charges against you? They say the man's been scared off?
You don't scare me.
He wasn't like the other mob bosses, and he liked the spotlight. He didn't hide from it. He didn't say, get out of my way. You know, he didn't push you away. He just walked right through it. Like the Red Sea was parting for John Gotti. Cameras everywhere. Here I am. I'll take the spotlight now. Thank you very much.
They're confusing.
Pyson's on the witness stand, and I've asked him, would you look around the courtroom, Mr. Pysik, and can you identify those individuals you've just described? He looked up at the ceiling.
They were sitting right in front of him. Instead of pointing to him and saying, you are the one who did this to me, and that's why we're in this courtroom, he says, I don't know.
A key witness in the trial of reputed mob boss John Gotti suffered a sudden case of amnesia on the witness stand today.
You believe that the witness was coerced in some fashion?
I believe he was afraid, and I believe he testified in fear of his life.
Justice Ann Duffy dismissed all charges of assault against Gotti.
They're not confused.
Do you have any comment?
After Pajak testified, the New York Post had one of the classic New York Post headlines of all time. I for Gotti.
And a legend was born. I mean, after that, forget it. It was non-stop coverage of John Gotti.
Gotti filled the void. Gotti came into prominence in New York at a time when there was a homeless crisis, when there was a crack epidemic, when Reagan had been busting the unions, and there was the beginning of the wealth gap. The news was grim in New York during the 80s. So when somebody comes along and he looks like a superhero, oh my God, we like him. He's getting over. New York is a get-over town. He's getting over. We like that.
Now he's on the cover of New York Magazine. He has power, he has reach, and it just kept snowballing and snowballing.
This was the beginning of the tabloid era, and people were fascinated. It was made for tabloid, it was made for the city, it was made for the public's imagination. And that's what John Gotti did. He captured the public's imagination, and the media helped build him.
Wise guys are fucking egomaniacs. John was an egomaniac. One thing about wise guys, even for myself, you know, they're full of shit when they say, oh, they don't like their names. They love when they see their names in the paper. I know when first time my name was ever in the newspaper, I was thrilled. When I went out that Friday night, I was like, oh my God, I was like a celebrity. And I'm sure John did too.
You don't fuck with anybody, so I'm this.
So yeah, it was definitely exciting. But at the end of the day, you know, we all paid the price.
You can only go so far in a homicide investigation until you run out of things to do, and we ran all the leads down and we realized